Morning. It is Wednesday morning. It is June the 18th. Rise and shine. This is Coffee Talk. I'm WESH 2 First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Sorry, the kids were yeah, they wanted a little extra help. So that's okay. That's okay. But at any rate, here we are. We're doing the things. And it is beautiful outside. Live look at our Tower Cam network showing an absolutely beautiful start to the day. Man, isn't it? Isn't that so pretty? Kennedy Space Center, bottom right. We're looking great over at the tourist district, 78 degrees there. New Smyrna Beach, waking up and enjoying the day. Yeah, y'all, it's going to be a great day. I don't know what you have planned for the day. I just hope that whatever you have planned, you've got a little bit of fun in there. First warning, live Doppler radar this morning, rain free, looking like a nice one. 77 degrees, our current temperature in the city. It's 76 in the villages, 79 degrees New Smyrna Beach, and we are on our way to 94 degrees. It is going to be a hot day today, y'all. Oh, I don't know if you can hear the kids screaming. Alexander's building a spaceship. Excuse me for a second. I need to go tell him to stop. Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Let me default. Two boys, ages 4 and 7. Did I guess I fought this much when I was younger. Did I? With my brother? Did I? Jeez. All right. Where were we? Oh, there's a couple of storms in the forecast. It's not going to be a crazy amount of storms today, but there are some storms in the forecast today. 30% coverage of showers and thunder showers. Okay. Running about 94. So it's going to be a hot day. Before we get to the storm chances, let's just look at our high temperatures for the day today. 94 in Orlando, 95 in the villages along the shoreline, upper 80s, lower 90s. Okay, so it's going to be hot across our inland spots. And it's still going to be hot along the shoreline, just not hot with like the full force of the H. All right, so let's look at Futurecast, get an idea of today's rain opportunities, okay? 8 o'clock this morning, we're looking fine. Clouds around. Notice 1, 2 o'clock, we start seeing the popcorning, right? Nothing crazy, but there's going to be some storms. Looks like the best opportunity for stormy weather is going to be around bedtime or so. Sumter Lake Marion County, yet again. Sumter Lake Marion County, 9, 10 o'clock, right? 11, 12, 1. Notice, and this is what's interesting for my friends that live over on the West Coast, it even looks like you're going to have the opportunity to see some of those storms, but like midnight. Look at that. That's 2 a.m. tomorrow. Futurecast showing storms west. Okay, so that's today. Let's roll through time and let's look at our Thursday. Rain coverage dramatically higher, 11, 12 o'clock. Watch 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Widespread showers and thunder showers. Tomorrow's going to be a very different day in terms of rain opportunities. Okay, so when we look at things, as I type it, as we look at things, rain opportunities definitely going up Thursday and Friday, right? Today, 30% coverage of rain. Tomorrow and Friday, 50, 60% coverage of rain. Mario says, you're getting old when we call 8 p.m. bedtime. Dude, right? Millie says, my two boys were always fighting. They were only 16 months apart in age. Mine are a little older, but they're fighting. Also, I'm sitting here talking to you. Am I going gray? Like, what? These are the things that I don't need to be thinking about in this moment in time. Sanford does not appreciate the continued dearth of rain. Dearth. Look at you using dearth. Dearth of rain? At least we've got some rain. Now, when we look at the rainfall accumulation, if I can find the dang Futurecast one, European, here we go. I'm like, European, her, blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's look at as far as the Futurecast model will go, okay? Definitely showing drier stuff east of town, but the metro and our western areas, through Saturday morning could get a couple inches of rain. Again, don't look at the bullseyes as much as just the overall pattern, not the East Coast. The East Coast beaches are going to be beachy keen, Jelly Bean. Yeah, you gotta love that. So that's kind of where we're at, okay? But if you've got Friday evening plans, for example, hey, looking pretty good for Friday, right? We got a soccer game. We got a lot of stuff going on. Weekend forecast, we do indeed carry with us a few thunderstorms in there. Nothing wild, but yeah. 40%. Eric and brother Jostle here. Can you imagine them not fighting as children? I haven't seen my brother Frank in the room. I would like to consult Frank to see where he and I were at. I just don't remember. Kelly says, forever envious that Eric doesn't have gray hair at 40 and I do at 34. 41, and if you look at my chest hair, this is a disaster of salt and pepper. But I digress. I digress. Kelly said, Frank is here, you're not paying attention. Probably. It's not that I'm not paying attention directly. I have better things to do, like talk. Or like navigating graphics. Frank said yes. Okay, so we used to fight. Okay, I remember that he would get me in a noogie hold. So I do remember that. Oh well. Matt says, Frank says, "Oh yes, I said yes. You tortured your little brother." Okay, okay, I can accept that. Well, Frank has answered. Diane says, "Okay, okay, okay." I gave you a year back. That's a compliment. Tim says, "No lower than the chest hair. This is not that kind of channel." I know. Look. That's all. That's all you get. I'm not doing that. Okay. Oy vey. Tammy, you're funny. Oh my God. Why are we off the tracks at 8:11 in the morning? We haven't even gotten to the 7-day forecast yet. And the train is already off the tracks. Fastest off the rails coffee talk ever, right? Like, where did we go wrong today? Geesh McGeesh. All right. To a chair, sit on your hands. No touching. No touching. As my chair falls apart. You probably fought more with Jason as you two are closer in age. Yeah, Frank would just have and he did. Every time I tried to fight with Frank, he just obliterated me. So there was no battling there. All right. Golly, I can hear them shouting. Oy vey. All right. Here's the 7-day forecast, my friends. So clearly, today is going to be the driest of the days, right? Then we really build up some storm chances Thursday into Friday. Friday, the first day of summer, y'all, at least officially. Cindy says, Eric's mail review. What did I walk in? Trust me, ain't no wanting to review this. Disaster. Also, this is not that kind of channel, so there's that. Yeah, so 50% coverage of storms tomorrow, 60% coverage of storms on Friday. Then this weekend into next week, we just kind of level out. We enter right into that summer pattern, you know? Kelly says my money would be on Jason. Today, when we were younger, I beat the snot out of Jason. There was just one day where Jason took it, and that was it. Yeah. Magic air. Yeah, no, not that. All right. So that's kind of where we're at. Doesn't meteorological summer start June 1st? Yes. This is astrological summer, which is what everybody refers to as the real deal. But yes, absolutely point taken. Yeah. All right. Coastal forecast. I don't think Kellyanne did it, so yeah, I will. I need to move the icons. Hold on, because yeah, she didn't update these. Doo, 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 doo. There. There's your coastal forecast. Mostly dry next couple of days. Storm chances for the coastline definitely going up though Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. All right. Funny, Eric. Makes weather just so boring in compare. I know, right? Listen, we do the things. We do the things. Oh man, Diane, no, your screen is not freezing. It's just censoring bad television. That's all it's doing. All right. Questions about the forecast locally. Question about anything. Jeannie says, men just become silver foxes, but at least gray has become more acceptable for women now too. I don't understand why that was ever a thing. I have a friend that is letting her natural gray out. I think it's beautiful. Listen, I'm also the kind of a person that I just love a person's natural beauty. So I to heck with any acceptable stuff. Be you, authentically you. I'm going to love you for it. That's all it can be, you know? Yesterday Jeremy's sound was great. You kept going up and down. Will you fix it as I want to hear what you have to Well, I want you to hear what I have to say. Amy, I didn't know. I'll have to go back and listen. Testing a new system for the live shots because I used to use Skype and Skype's dead now. So it's kind of I'm running it through the same control room, so to speak, but I do need to figure out the live shot stuff. Like, I bring in the weather computer here through that live shot venue, but it's Jeremy's the first time. No, Phil Klotzbach was the first time, but Jeremy's the real first time that I'm consistently using it. So I just need to continue to figure it out. It's a learning curve, and I'm sorry. As I say many times, Coffee Talk and Tracking the Tropics, it's not promised that it's good television. We're going to just do the best we can, right? Gray means wisdom. Enjoy it, Sonia says. Anne Marie says, I stopped wearing makeup a few years ago. Heck yeah, I am all about that. The only reason I wear makeup is for TV, because, like, not right now. You're going to get all my blemishes. But on TV, you got to cut down on the shine. So, anyway, I agree. Natural better. No war paint for me. There you go. There you go. Yes, I know I'm having frame drops. I'm sorry. I can't fix it right now. I'll have to figure it out later. That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm having frame drops. I can't fix it right now. So we'll have to. I'll restart the router later. Okay, I'll restart the router later, but I can only do what I can do. All right. So this, my friends, is the Pacific Basin. Remember, when the Pacific is hot, the Atlantic is not. But the Pacific is tracking Tropical Storm Eric. What a fine name for a tropical system. Tropical Storm Eric has become Hurricane Eric. Maximum sustained winds are at 75 miles an hour. Hurricane Eric will continue to intensify, anticipated to become a Category 2 hurricane before making landfall there on coastal Mexico. So, yeah. Frame drops is making for fun screenshots for you later, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. No, Michelle, everybody's having connection issues. Not just you. Yeah. So, yeah, it's Spectrum. I can only do, look, I can't fix it. So, apologies is all I can say. So, anyway, Pacific Storm Hurricane Eric. Misspelled Hurricane Eric, but I digress. So, that's kind of what's going on in the Atlantic side of things. Okay. We look and it is still crickets. Love that. No tropical development expected over the next 7 days' time. Okay. So, let's look and see what the models are showing then. Of course, bottom left corner of your screen, you can see Hurricane Eric. Wouldn't that be funny if somehow Hurricane Eric had crossed over into the Atlantic basin? Oh well. All right, it's moving through a sea of high pressure. Models are showing another area of low pressure trying to develop over on the Pacific side as well. Matt says Spectrum is pinging downdetector.com. Does that mean that we're having issues? Yeah, looks like there are some issues with Spectrum. Okay, good. So it's not just me. The GFS trying to show a broad area of low pressure in the southern Gulf, the Bay of Campeche. Drink. Nothing crazy, but around the 26th, 27th, 28th. And to that point, that's when we saw yesterday that the Madden-Julian oscillation would give us some spin. But we don't see anything organized on the GFS for now otherwise, which is good. If the Pacific is hot, the Atlantic is not. See another missed coffee talk mug t-shirt slogan. Maybe one day. All right, let's look over at the European. I'm checking. I'm checking. Good morning to my favorite weather. Natasha, good morning. Thank you. Drink, drank, drunk. It's coffee. At least it should be at this hour, okay? I so often think, like, if somebody's new to Coffee Talk, like, we have a coffee drinking game. What in, like, I often wonder about that. If somebody's new watching and they're like, why are you guys talking about drinking? It's a coffee drinking game, okay? This is a family program. But isn't it like we have ourselves like we've got inside jokes. Like, what is going on here? Isn't that wild? Man, oh man. Is it too soon to see next Tuesday, Wednesday, kiddo's orientation at UCF? We can look. So if we do, I mean, it doesn't look like anything but storms around, normal storms, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Tropics look nice and quiet. Diane says, because we're a fun group. Absolutely, we're a fun group. All right, you want, what is it, next Tuesday, Wednesday? We can look at like the GFS. GFS. You're making me think. All right. What did you say next Tuesday? When did you want it? See, and then okay. Nikki's asking next Tuesday, Wednesday. All right. Stand by. I'm dialing this up. Scene camera. Let's do this. We'll do that. Do you hear them shouting? And they're working through it, but like, good gravy. Yes, Eric. Yes, I'm on. What's up? He what? I'm gonna mute. Hold on one sec. Eric said that his brother said a bad word. And when I asked what the word was, it was a bad one. Parents, how do we do this? All right. Where was I? Okay. Nikki's asking about next Tuesday, Wednesday. All right. So here's next Tuesday. All right. So Tuesday afternoon, sea breeze, showers, and storms, favoring Metro off to the west. And then Wednesday of next week looking pretty wet. So there you go. That's the long and short of it. All right, Nikki? That's the long and short of it. It's called a community with lore, Tad says. Ay, 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 ay. I'm having issues with Spectrum for weeks now. Moments where our Wi-Fi can connect. It seems like it's just the up and not the down. It seems like my upload is where the issue is, not the down. Jamie Lopez says, parenting, it's great. Oliver, we all know that look. Oh, man. Bad words already, Debbie. Dude, the second public school started, bad words. Like, ugh. Terry says, "Oh boy, welcome to parenting." It's not the first time. No, it's not that like news meme like first time. No, it's not that. Shut up was a bad word. No, this is more like actual bad words. These are actual. Yeah. This is actual. Yep. These are actual bad words. Okay. Y'all had asked to see the BSR. That's a good point. We have not done that in a while. All right, let me get it set up. So the BSR, we haven't done this in a while. The BSR is a teleconnection of sorts. Gives us kind of a non-traditional way to look ahead and see what the future could be. God, I wish there was one of these for life. All right, so right off the bat. So this is this weekend. Lots of high pressure. Really quiet. Now that's something interesting there. Northern Gulf. That's like June 30th, July 1st. Northern Gulf, June 30th, July 1st. Interesting. June 30th through July 1st. I'm just looking around here real fast. Okay, so there's that. There's that to look at, right? What is that? That's June 13th. So a little storm system there. Then there's another one there around July 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So there's a clear signal here to me that early July there could be some stuff in the Gulf. Nothing that's like massive in the overall weather pattern, but there's definitely some signals there that things are going to want to wake up a little bit. And then beyond that, this is looking so long range, but we like to nerd out a little bit, so we're going to do it. High pressure building in. Isn't that something? It's really going quiet. Yeah. So maybe heading into July, but the overall patterns do not look like anything crazy, which is good. We don't want anything crazy. But the BSR is definitely indicating a more active pattern, okay? So that's kind of where we're at. All right? Oh, I know, Oliver. That's what these kids do. That's what these kids do. Tiffany, we might hear the bad words, but they're not for us to say, is what we say. Yeah, that's exactly, over and 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 over again. Yep. Yep. All right. Questions, comments, concerns. So for now, the tropics are quiet. Maybe heading into July, things change a little bit, but for now, the tropics remain nice and quiet. All right. Questions, comments, concerns. Yes. Everything good? We got Juneteenth tomorrow. We've got summer beginning on Friday. We've got some showers and storms around building that coverage the next couple of days. Okay? All right, listen. That's all I've got. I'm going to go restart the router. Hopefully that'll fix it. In the meantime, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you guys and gals